Alright, now that we've learned what it means when two lines are parallel or perpendicular when we find their slopes, let's take a look at a similar lesson where we are going to be given a parallel line and figure out what the slope of our line is. Okay, so without any more word explanation, let's take a look at an example. Okay, this says find the slope of the line parallel to the line y equals 3x plus 2. So basically we have a line y equals 3x plus 2. If we were to draw that line, I don't know, it would look maybe something like this. Well, if we read the question again together, it says find the slope of the line that is parallel to this line. So our line, wherever it might be, okay, let's just say it's over here. Since it's parallel, regardless of how far away it is, it's going to look like that. And so they're going to have the same slope, meaning they go up and over the same way. So how do we figure that out? Well, we know how to find the slope. When the equation is in y equals mx plus b form, it's going to be just the coefficient of the x of x. And so in this case, it's going to be 3. And so I'm just going to write m equals 3, which means the slope of our line is 3. That's all you have to do. It's very simple. All you have to do is find the slope of the parallel line. Because they have the same slope, we just find the slope of that line. So this lesson won't take long at all. It's very simple, and then we'll get to perpendicular in the next lesson. Next, example 2, find the slope of the line parallel to the line y equals 10 minus x. Well, this actually isn't quite in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to convert it real quick. So to convert it, I just swapped the negative x with the 10, and now I have y equals negative x plus 10. Now, what is negative x, really? What is the coefficient there? Even though it's not really there, right, we can put a negative 1 there. Now we can clearly see the slope is negative 1, and again, our lines must be parallel, and if they're parallel, they have the same slope. So if this is the line they gave us, then our parallel line must also have the slope of negative 1. So I'm just, again, going to write m equals negative 1. So again, parallel means same slope, and all I have to do is find the slope of the line they gave us, and that will give us the slope of our line. And again, if we were to look at the graphs, let's say this is the original line they gave us. Our line's parallel to that somewhere. Could be way up here or way down there. In fact, we can drag this around. Alright, let's see if we can separate these. Yeah, I can drag this line around. No matter where I put it, it's still going to be parallel. It's going to have the same slope of negative 1, and that's why our slope is negative 1. Alright, find the slope of the line parallel to the line 2x plus 3y equals 4. Well, this is in what they call standard form, so we have to get y by itself first, and then we can figure out what our slope is. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is subtract 2x from both sides, just like this, to get these x's out of the way. So I will quickly cross those out, like this. And then the second thing we will do is divide both sides by 3. So that ends, when you subtract 2x, you can put it before the 4, so 3y equals negative 2x plus 4. The second thing we will do then is divide both sides by 3. So we get, and we can take the negative 2x and divide by 3, right, to get negative 2/3 x. And then we can take the 4 and divide by 3 to get 4/3. And so we get y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4/3. And again, since these lines are parallel, then that means the slope of our line that's parallel to that must be negative 2/3. And so I'm going to write m equals negative 2/3. That's it. And again, just for a visual representation, I'll use the last one. Since these two lines are parallel, negative 2/3 would be a little bit less steep than negative 1. But anyways, that's why we can do that. They have the same slope, so all we have to do is find the slope of our original line. That will tell us the slope of our line that's parallel to that. Negative 2/3 after you get y by itself. Example 4, find the slope of the line parallel to the line y equals 7. We've talked about this so much by now that we should be able to jump straight into what's going on here. A line y equals 7 is vertical. If I were to sketch that line, whoops, that wasn't very straight. It would look like this. So if our line is parallel to that, then our line might look something like this. Okay, and what do we know about horizontal lines? What are their slopes? If you said 0, you are correct. So since our line is parallel to the original one, then ours must be the slope of our line must be 0, and that's going to be the answer. Now you could solve this Like you could write it out as y equals 0x plus 7, and you'd see the slope is 0 anyways, but by now you should know that y equals means 0 slope, so our line has a slope of 0. Now, what about x equals negative 3? What kind of line is that going to look like? Well, if our line is parallel to that, first of all, x equals negative 3 without even graphing it on a graph. We know it's vertical, right? So that means the graph of our line must also be vertical. Okay, and vertical means what? Now again, this is asking for slope. What kind of slope does a vertical line have? Well, the answer is undefined or infinity, right? So, or you can say vertical, but I like undefined. I don't know, it seems to show up more, seems to make sense more because it's, I don't know. Anyway, infinity works, or you could also put vertical. So there you go. There's the slope of our line, and that's because the original line that it's parallel to is also a vertical line, x equals. Let's do one more. This is going to be the easiest one. Find the slope of the line parallel to the line y minus 4 equals negative 3x plus 2. Looking at this, you can tell what? This is in what kind of form? Point slope, right? So you can quickly look at the number in front of the parentheses. That tells you what the slope is. And the slope is negative 3, so our line that is parallel to that must also be negative 3. So therefore, m is going to be equal to negative 3, the slope of our line. Again, if we compare the two lines, let's say this is our original line, it's going to be kind of steep like this, and since our line is parallel to that, it's going to also have the same steepness, and that's why they have the same slope, and that gives you a slope of negative 3. Next, we'll look at perpendicular lines. If you have any other questions about this lesson, let me know.